Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's showtime. Welcome to Arrakis, Dune, desert planet. Played a little earlier today, got a little further, actually got a lot further away, chasing down a quest. Got the first part of it done. The second part required me to get something from a cave filled with people, any one of whom was going to destroy me, but there wasn't one of them. There were all of them. So that's a quest I will not be following up on until I have much better gear. This is where I left it. Let's see. That should have finished. It has finished. Yep. Let's go ahead and fill up our Hajra leader, John. Oh, wrong way. My bad. I don't think I started anything cooking. I did. I made a bunch of iron. Isn't it ironic? Don't you think? Not there. Not there. What about the iron ingots? Trying to keep everything straight in my head. Sadly, one thing they don't have is allowing us to name the chests. That would be a nice addition. And actually, we may be emptying out one of these leader johns. Depends. No. Cannot harvest from these. Those two would be harvestable, or three, if in fact they weren't inside the landscape. I should fill up my drinkings. There we go. I am carrying around a whole bunch of water. I am fully sated, which sounds dirty, but isn't in this case. Good evening to whomever has joined me. Where am I off to now? Surreptitiously interrogate Gloos Bohannon. Oh, Gloos? No. No. That's a long ways away. Now, where was the trading post? That's Helios Gate. That's the Iraq Atreides. That's where the trade post was. It's much closer than I am. I'm not sure how easy it is. Well, we'll fly there anyway. We'll go there. I did some scouting on the Atreides earlier. Because I haven't declared for a house, that wasn't an issue. There we go. I am pleased at the reception the game is getting. If you consider especially that it launched to mostly negative reviews because people were review bombing because they couldn't get access to the game, which is understandable and not surprising, but not really information useful. It's now a very positive reviews on Steam. Take that for what you will. Do I actually have... I do not. I'm a little bit low. Okay, keep that in mind. Lens, remember that. We are going to drop 750 freaking credits. Solaris.
Music to my ears. Where do you want to go?
Somewhere in Haga Basin.
Is a pretty big place. Could you narrow it down a little?
Crossroads Trade Post. That is the one I want.
Zoe and I go back a long way. So behave yourself when we get there.
700 Solaris. Okay.
Ever seen a doctor get snatched by a worm?
The only real quick travel is between trading posts and presumably also Harco and Arkeen, although I haven't been to either of those yet. That was 2,500 credits for one of those, and, well, I'm going to declare for one, so presumably that'll be cheaper when I want to actually get a trip to a place I'm aligned with. There we are. All right, we will now. Where we need to go is there. Might be able to make it through there. Maybe. This area right here is the shield wall, and it was just an utter pain in the ass to deal with to get to the area for the Atreides. We've got about 2,200 meters. I ended up having to cover like 6,500 meters to get back home. Even with the speeder trike, the sand bike, it's a trike. That was a long trip, particularly given that I forgot to do repairs on this. That might be a problem. I don't think I have any of the wire on me. I've managed to find another cliff almost immediately. Yeah, I probably should have emptied out a little more space out of the leader johns so that I could... Wrong button, right button. Yeah, okay. My leader johns are both full. Well, I can always chug-a-lug a little bit. And then we can harvest a little more. No small amount, 216 mils when. And we're full again. Okay, so what kind of... I think there's a way through. Through here? We're gonna find out. Make sure we're going where we think we're going. Here we are. Eastern shield wall. There is a way through. I didn't find this. I went all the way further east. When I started along the shield wall, I figured there had to be a break in it somewhere. I guessed wrong. a trade post. Simply faction base. Is that Atreides? I don't think the banner is Atreides. Could be like the slavers or... This is dangerous. I'm making a mistake. Probably. Fortunately, I'm a really good driver. Barrel roll. Easy peasy. Mechanics are not necessarily completely the physics, not completely real to actual life. Okay, good. We do have an actual road where I'm headed. Or what passes for it. That's a little dicey. I'm sure there are a lot of materials in that area, but I doubt the natives would be very friendly. Something else down there. Trying to go east. I think actually we're probably better off going another way. You don't want to shoot at me. Sentinel City. I have no idea if that's neutral, faction aligned, or hostile. No, 900 meters that way. And I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm Bravo. We get to the top of this, we can actually see where we might be going. We've got more of a well-lit location there. Again, that might be whatever the name of that place just was. Sentinel City, I think. I'm not a Harkonnen yet. I'm planning on signing up for them, and I know the bald head, certainly, it does say Harkonnen. I understand that. I appear to... Ooh. If that is a crashed ornithopter, that's got some nice goodies on it. Nobody is about. Actuators? Yeah, Holtzman actuators. Salvaged metal of good efficiency. There it is. Not making this easy for me. have no idea why you'd think I might be a Harkonnen. I look nothing like them. It's a dreadful stereotype of us bald fat guys. It's an accurate one, but it's a dreadful stereotype. Is that everything? Have I gotten everything? Yes, I've gotten everything out of that. We'll put that back away. We'll bust out our bad motor scooter. And we will continue on our merry way. May or not actually be merry. That was worth a quick little side trip, though, for sure. I would rather not tangle with people out here in the wilderness when I have a mission to perform. I'm on a mission. I would like to do also here, however, is get some more plant fiber, so if I run into trouble, spoiler, he'll run into trouble, I can at least make myself some more bandages. Also, I don't want to get into any shootouts here because I forgot to repair my sand trike before leaving home. Don't leave home without it. Jabal Ifrit al-Garb, slaver territory. Oh, that's not seeing the positive side of hanging out with the slavers. What is up here? Hopefully this is a neutral location and I don't have to murder every single person in an effort to make progress. But just in case it is, I'll drink some of my water, and it is my water, in that it is my sweat, urine, and feces reprocessed. We'll swap into armor. And we'll hit our shields. Just in case. I'm sure they're friendly. I'm not sure they're friendly. Pinnacle Station. Is this a trading station? It does appear that it is actually a trading station. In which case, I'm fine. It is a trade station. And now, that means I'll be able to fly here in the future. For a price, of course. Who am I looking for? Gloos Bohannon. I've had a few loose Bohannons in my life, and it's not as much fun as it sounds like. Is that Gloos? No, that's Arno. I have a friend whose last name is Arno. Gloos? I'm looking for Gloos in all the wrong places. You wouldn't happen to be Gloos, would you?
Welcome to our humble
No,
march,
it's a
traveler.
Tlilaxu.
Let these few meters of Pinnacle Station demonstrate our home world's technological and biological largesse.
Well, I'm a Mentat, so
We have but one
totally
simple
down with this.
request. Do not ask about the origins of our goods, and we, in turn, shall not burden your mind with such knowledge.
How generous.
We are a humble merchant of the Bene Tlilax.
I always said Tlilax, gotta say. The word looks like Tlilax to me. Are you
Our
royalty?
people's glorious deciphering of genetic codes reveals that we are all multiplicities unto ourselves.
I've said that about myself
Every
many times.
ancestor species swims in our soup.
Liquid!
More to the point,
Good evening, my
our
friend.
body teems with designer symbiotes grown in our labs. These benevolent worms swim in our
Benevolent
viscera.
worms swimming in our
They
viscera.
facilitate digestion, healing,
Pass.
and devour pesky cancers before cruder machines could even detect them.
But I want to butter
We
them up.
hear their darling voices in our mind.
Right until the part where you could hear the worm's voices in his mind. That's a bit much, but I'm still going to tell him it's amazing.
Now you must tell
You
us
playing
about
on the
yourself.
TV while you do some cleaning.
You smell
Thank you
like a soup
for cleaning
of
up.
interesting possibilities.
Allow me to say that on behalf of everyone. Now you must tell us about yourself. I smell like a soup of interesting possibilities. How do you mean?
Like something Mother used to make. How strange. What a prodigiously strange reaction
I
to
smell
have
like your mom's
so far
cooking.
from our home world.
I think he likes me.
Do not mind us. We are homesick.
Farewell. Thank you for that homesickness, man, dude. Where's the guy I'm looking for? He's 13, 12, 9. This must be him here. Are you Gloos Bohannon?
Ah,
He is.
finally a respectable client. You'd not believe the ragged dogs we get in here. Although you would benefit from a cleaning.
Well, who amongst us wouldn't?
No. You're here for some training, are you?
Yeah, sure. I would like the training. Is this going to be swordmaster training? Do you know anything about the Fremen?
I know what is said of the matter. There were once Fremen, and now there are none. After what the Sardaukar did, no one expects to see Fremen anymore. I heard they burned out every known siege.
John Malkovich?
But what is said,
I'd have to
what
think
is
about that.
true,
I designed him
are
to make
two
look
different
to look
things,
like
I
me.
think.
I make most of my characters look like me. It doesn't turn out well for the females. You still think they're out there?
I did not say that.
Do I look like John
Don't
Malkovich?
put words in my mouth or you'll find
I
my
don't think I have a
fist in
thin enough
yours.
face.
The Sardaukar are well known for being thorough in matters of killing. What I think is that the Fremen are fierce warriors, and they know the desert best. Survival's in their blood. What is your interest?
I'm looking for
I
him.
cannot help you there. You may find some town Fremen in Harco, but they were domesticated long ago. They bear little resemblance to their desert kin. You can seek them out, but they're as talkative as stones.
Harco?
Harco village. It's a larger settlement near here. When Carthage was obliterated, the Harkonnen shifted
Carthage was
operations
obliterated. At least
there
we have a
while
reason. I
Neo-Carthage is
wanted to
being
know why
built.
the Harkonnen were in
Can be an entertaining place,
Harco instead of Carthage.
should you enjoy death.
Sounds inviting.
It's a matter of taste. If you take care, you may find what you need there. Anivars is as good a place as any on Arrakis to slake one's thirst. And you'll find the prices in the village a good measure lower than Traja's here.
Are there always so many soldiers in the desert?
Sardaukar, Chum Mercs, they're always right where you do not want them. More so now since that prison ship went down. If you ask me,
I have
those
no
must have
idea
been
what
very
could be on the
valuable
prison
prisoners
ship.
Not to simply let the worms swallow them.
Spoiler.
Stay clear of the patrols. They're not discriminating when it comes to murder.
I heard that a prison ship was shot down.
Good for you. You know something that everyone already knows. But who shot it down?
Xantara.
That is the question on Fenring's parched lips. And no escape from
Count
what I hear,
Hasimir
so
Fenring.
while we may
He
suspect,
did not show up in the movie.
we may never know.
I'd like to talk about something else.
What now?
I have a delicate question to ask you.
I can already tell I'm going to regret this. What questions?
I'm compiling a list of soldiers wrongfully accused of cowardice.
Wrongfully? All right. You've got another 30 seconds of my interest. You want names, I take it. To what end?
I'm looking to gather evidence to clear those names.
Don't know if I buy that, but let's take a chance. I guess you know my story. You want other names. There's Sil Gorman, Ellen Tipley, Lucia Velasquez, and John Priestley. None of them deserved it. The War of Assassins got everything twisted. Also Anton Tolliver. Though he was cleared and landed an intelligence officer gig. A promotion to some, but for poor Anton, that's like purgatory.
Thank you for the intel.
Wait, was it Anton who sent you?
No.
Yeah, I am regretting this. Well, I said what I said for whatever good it'll do. That's what I know. I think we're done here.
Thank you. I need to tell Levenbrek Casimir what I learned. And fortunately, now that I've unlocked this trading post, I can simply catch a ride. Back to here. Hammer, I believe.
Can I fly you somewhere today?
I want you to fly me somewhere.
Music to my ears.
Somewhere
Where do you
else
wanna
in
go?
Haga Basin, please.
The basin is a pretty big place. Could you narrow it down a little?
The anvil.
I never miss the chance to let Smiley
Here.
verbally abuse me.
Here, have 700 Solaris.
Let's move.
Ow.
Before a storm rolls in.
Let's go. That's the only fast travel I'm aware of. At least in the early game. Later on, when you get an ornithopter, you can probably fly between places on your own. I don't have an ornithopter. On a good day, I might be able to ornith, but optering is completely out of the question. I'm running quests right now for the Harkonnen here at Anvil Station. This fellow right here.
Still alive? Well done.
Levenbrek
It's a good
Maxim
look on you.
Casimir. Glus Bohannan had a lot to say with the right persuasion.
All this delights me greatly. Someone who is adept at both combat and persuasion is ready for greater things.
I'm ready to take my place in your organization to the next level.
Yes, I see opportunity in you. However, others in my house think you're too chummy with Anton Tolliver. Understand, I trust you, but they do not.
What do I do to prove my loyalty?
I desire for our fortunes to rise together. There is a solution to our dilemma. You must blackmail poor, simple Anton. Easy pickings. Excellent. Now, let's make Anton squirm.
How should I go about that?
Anton's honor is an exposed nerve. Help me forge a document proving his cowardice. I spared no expense getting hold of an official Atreides seal. I also had a local pickpocket filch his military ID. I hired the best forger around. The document is impeccable. However, my grand plans hit a snag.
A snag.
The Kirab hired to deliver the document bumped up the price. Vermin. Get the document. Show them the folly of renegotiation. Here is the contract. Bring me back some fabricated evidence. The juicier, the better. I could use an entertaining read.
Okay. 1,200 Solari. That doesn't even cover the cost of my flights. That's not fair. Find the Kirab hideout. In the testing station. The testing station down here. That's Imperial Testing Station number 10. I think that's the one I need. Hostile takeover, was that it? Test of treachery? Not sure. Test of treachery. Harkonnen Casimir. Yep, it's test of treachery. So that is inside 10. I have another contract over there, I think. Ah, I need advanced servox and particle capacitors anyway, and they've got those. My home is here. Well, we'll stop by our house first. Get our mom to sign our permission slip. We also need to swap back out of our combat gear into our still suit. Get your motor running. Head out on the highway. Brake. Off. Put the bike away. Is it harvesting time? Do harvesting time? No. Not yet. Honey, I'm home. Let us deposit the water. See, it doesn't seem to work. I select one in the loadout and it deposits from the other. That's not the way I would expect it to work. But we do have some space now, so we can harvest some additional water. We should run into it. None of this is harvestable. We'll check the other little harvestable area over here. No. Trouble! I've done it again to myself.
Found them.
Missed me. I need to work on a tactic that doesn't suck for that. Multiple shielded enemies is tough. Build the shield. There we are. Scroll down. We'll get a couple more of those. Make the max. And we'll get out our repair wire. Where did I put it? Oh, I did have it on me. Now I feel silly. Well, okay, I feel silly-er. Oh, well, we can harvest a little water here. We'll do that right now first. 58 mils. Not that much. 93 mils. A little better. 155 mils. Now we're talking. All right, let's drop the bike. We'll need to swap in the repair tool. That's not it. That's it. Cannot be repaired more. I suspect a lot of people are going to be unhappy when they find out that there are limits to how much you can repair things that are damaged. And eventually they're all going to break. But one of the things I learned from Star Wars Galaxies is you need that. Things have to break over time. Did that go through all of the wire? It did. Crap. Okay. Get this. Make another batch of wire. Do I have to fabricate that? That's a question. No, I can make that. Go. I now have welding wire again. One of the things I learned from the lesson of Star Wars Galaxies is you want a successful player-driven economy, you need to have item destruction one way or another. EVE Online teaches the same lesson. Because otherwise, no fresh harvestables there. Otherwise, if you don't have enough drains, then you're going to have too many faucets and you can't have a functioning economy. Players hate it, generally speaking. Players, honest to God, do not like it. But you can't always give the players exactly what they want. Let's see, how far can I go? Well, if we actually head on that heading, a little further north, I can probably miss the danger areas on the sand. I'm going a distance. I hope I don't die. I'll just say that. Head towards harder rock. I can't go try the straight route. This may be drum sand. That would be bad. Yep, that's Mr. Unhappiness right there. Shai Hulud himself. So we will have to make a cautious, safe-ish route there. The Haga Rift, contested territory. The Eastern Vermilius Gap. Do a barrel roll. That's a neat trick. I'm not convinced. I'm going to head for this outcropping of rock or outrocking of crop. I have yet to be eaten by the worm. I would rather not experience that anytime soon. Don't you start heading over here. Nobody asked you for that. Put away the bike. Back in the still suit for now. That's making me very nervous indeed. Alright, we can... My vehicle respawn. Aerial testing station. I think that's the entry. The testing station 10? Not sure. All right, we're gonna drink from our catch pockets, swap into our combat gear. And hit our shields.
I see someone.
You don't see me. You don't see me. You don't see me.
Shoot. Yeah. Shoot up.
The sword is not as good a weapon, but I have a quest to get 15 kills with it. Probably up to like 8 or 10, something like that.
Identify yourself.
Damn it. Oh my god, another one. That's really, really, really bad. I'm screwed, blued, and tattooed. God damn it. I'm about to get murdered. God damn it. I'm fine. It's fine. How are you? The combat is... It certainly looks and feels janky, especially early on. I have to agree with you on that. It is better than it looks and feels. I am not playing it well. I'm trying to go from a mostly ranged to mostly melee, because now we're fighting shielded enemies as opposed to non-shielded enemies. The ranged combat looks and feels better than the melee combat. And I'm just not very good at it as part of it. So, for instance, I was watching Shroud earlier, if you're familiar with Shroud, streamer and shooter player extraordinaire, and he enjoys it a lot. But he is constantly having to explain why he thinks it's good. because it certainly doesn't look especially good or interesting. So I can't say you're wrong, but it is not necessarily exactly as it appears. And just as a note, that it initially started with bad Steam reviews because people couldn't get on, but right now the Steam reviews are very positive. So don't let my ineptness prevent you from at least giving the game a closer look. Also, I think I'm a little under-geared for this. And as for fun, well, it, like a lot of games in the sort of survival genre, some people are going to find the core game mechanics, the core gameplay loop, very satisfying, and others aren't. So it may not just be a game for you. That's certainly possible. Game about Dune seems off, just doesn't fit together. I think they do a pretty good job managing the lore. The base storyline is that Muad'Dib, with his ability to see branching futures, saw one where he was never born. Instead, his mother gave birth to a sister, and then Lady Jessica became a truthsayer and saw Yue's treason, and so the Battle of Arrakeen wasn't decisive, and the Emperor, to keep the spice flowing, declared a war of assassins between the Harkonnen and the Atreides. They're the two fighting factions. There are a lot of minor factions around.
Welcome to Imperial Desert Botanical Testing Station number 10.
Gosh, thank you.
I am Dr. Silas Graylish, director of this facility. Our goal here at DBTS-10 is to find and develop flora which can flourish in the iron-rich soils of this corner of Arrakis. Our initial focus is the introduction of
The Sardaukar, as they're doing in the Dune book, after the Battle of Arrakeen, the Sardaukar start on, as much as they can manage, a genocide of the Fremen. And in this case, in the game story, the Fremen have vanished, presumably into the southern desert. I'm trying to be very cautious here. Again, I'm not an especially adept player. And so I'm going to take my time, be cautious. Try and be careful and complete. I will drink. Just a light? Yeah, it is. Okay. The other Imperial testing station was pretty kind of swarming with enemies. So this one being so empty so far is unexpected and perhaps slightly off-putting. Something over there.
Attention, all of you! Yesterday in Harko village,
Christoph referred to me as Imenbrech Healer. How hard can it be to remember this simple rule? No military title. We take a risk every time we need to enter settlement. A slip-up like this could easily be the death of us all. Make sure every one of you hears this message and understand it. Christoph will not be returning to us. There will be an auction for his gear.
It's possible Kristoff made a bad mistake. Oh. Not much in here so far. That's too big an open room now, I'm afraid. So I'm being a little bit slow and cautious here. Well, maybe not a little, maybe a lot. Because I certainly might be a little over my head. More water? I'll drink that. It's stored it. Ah, holding it will store it. That's right. I should have just hit E. E drinks, holding E stores. One of my issues along with the UI is the inconsistent use of UI elements. Sometimes E is a fast thing, and sometimes you have to hold E to get things to happen. Larger room. What do we have over here? Yeah, it's nothing useful. Need salvaged metal. Bit of a dead end, or maybe not. A dead end right now. Nice, some flower sand and some silicone blocks. Excellent. Higher tier loot. We'll drink that. There we go. I'll drink this. There we go. like I said, there was a lot more going on in the one other testing station I went to. One the story sends you to. More down stuff. There hasn't been, like, even any good loot. Well, I do need the particle capacitors. Capacitors. Capacitators? Capacitors. Okay, so this is just a dead end. Yep, that's where I came in. Was something over here. Sworn I saw something. Now I can't remember what it was. No, I know I've been this way. I think it was more water. Drink, please. Nothing over there. All right. Heading down here. The capacitors and the servox are definitely welcome, as I was running kind of low on
Mikhail,
those.
it's clear we need more people with mechanical expertise if we are to meet the quotas set by our new bosses. We have too many here who can't handle anything more complicated than Trigger. They can be our field men and our muscle, but we need skilled hands. So you and I will need to do some recruiting. There are plenty like us who have chosen to leave the service of the great houses. We must find those among them with vehicle maintenance experience. That includes former Atreides troopers. Yes, I know. Bad blood. But we have more in common with Atreides deserters than we do with our old comrades. Anyone who can't see past old grudges won't have a place here.
All right, we can drop that. We can drop the copper ore. Drop the iron ore. Keep the iron ingots. Ooh, complex machinery. I think that's the first of that I've got. We don't need the salvaged metal. Or silicone blocks. Flour sand. Nice. That goes on. This must be another little dead end over here, I think. Whoop! Oh, respawns! I love fucking respawns. Oh my god. They're everywhere. I'm gonna die here for sure. I hate, fucking hate games with respawns like this, where I'm gonna die, not because I made a mistake. Although I may have. To be perfectly honest, this is the kind of stuff that makes me rage quit a game. Apparently somebody came through here not too long ago and they killed everything and it all respawned around me. 5, 6, 8 mobs, no idea. Seriously. No exaggeration. This is exactly the kind of shit that makes me rage quit games. Oh, and they have all of my Solaris, all of my money.
Welcome to Imperial Desert Botanical Testing Station number 10. I am Dr. Silas Graylish, director of this facility.
I have to try and get my Solaris back. I'll probably just die again. But seriously, this is exactly the kind of shit that makes me rage quit games. If you're going to have stuff like this, you have to make places like this. They cannot be open world. They have to be instanced. So you only have to fight your way through once.
I've got you covered. Grenade out!
I think I'm overmatched. I say I think I'm overmatched, and I am. Shoot them, please. That's not good.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Now I need the salvaged metal I got rid of earlier. Perfect. Because I'm short on darts. So now I'm going to have to try to carefully pick my way through. Hope I can get to the point where I dropped all of that salvaged metal, so that I can make more darts. I'm full. Now, I have raged about respawn mechanics like that in MMOs for years. That they're such a stupid mechanic. Goes all the way back to WoW. WoW originally had what I called spawn aggro. Things would spawn in and attack you before they were actually spawned in world. They fixed it after a couple of months, but a lot of other MMOs never fixed it. And mobs will spawn and attack essentially instantly. Whoop, they just respawned again. There they are again.
Shields up!
Kill them all.
You freaking die.
Enemy sighted. To arms.
Yeah, picking my way through the second time. That's just great fun. That was an outright lie. I hope you understood I was being sarcastic. So I now have to be doubly careful, because not only do I have to be concerned about respawns, but the way they're respawning as well. Why shit is that not fucking working? I have to be very careful because I need to trigger the respawns and see them, rather than triggering them and having them just pop in and immediately start attacking. Except for salvaged metal, I can use that. That wasn't much salvaged metal. I need 5 to make another batch of darts, so I probably It's about 300. Multiples. Time to run.
I got you.
Oh, come on, I freaking parried that.
Enemy found. Shields up.
Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. I am extraordinarily not happy with the respawn mechanics. Just putting that out there. In case that hasn't been abundantly clear from my complaining, my whining and complaining and my complain whining. Yeah, multiples of them. 2, at least.
Identify yourself.
No, multiples. Multiples, many multiples. There are 2 down. I'm out of ammo. Perfect.
Kill them all.
And things just keep getting better and better. the thing. The value of the stuff I lost is so great. I would be absolutely broke because I didn't realize when you died you lost your Solaris. Why they have a system like this in the game, I don't understand. Other games, you know, you have a bank. But here we've got to evidently leave all of our money in at home. Oh, there's another one of the big gunners. That was entirely the wrong thing. Wrong button pressed by yours truly. Why aren't you shooting him? You should be shooting him. That was not helpful. Yep. Shoot the other one. Thank you. Die already. God damn it. I'm not dead yet. Gotta give me credit for stick-to-itiveness. Even if nothing else. Not brains, not skill. That was a dead end, right? A little Yeah, just a little dead end. 165 meters to my corpse. First corpse. This one's coming up. That helps. Up to 60 darts. Damn it. I need to be very, very careful because of the way things are respawning. They only are respawning when I enter the area. So I don't want to move quickly, or I don't have any time to react at all. Pretty. Yeah. Dudes. I see one guy.
Reveal yourself.
Two.
Identify yourself.
Shields up! I require assistance! Shield on! Target back!
Him. Oop. Heavy gunner. Do not like. The guys with the sword can one-shot you as well. I've been downed a couple of times here, but the problem is I got respawned on. A half a dozen mobs respawned at once, and I got killed. The entire place had been completely empty, and then respawns everywhere. And they killed me. I've been slowly picking my way through to try and get back to my body, because it's got so much stuff on it. Am I in 10? Yes, I am in 10. Oh, that was uncalled for. Whoop, there's multiples. I'm low on ammo. A lot of my stuff is all in my bags, which is 98 meters away. Well, we got that one. It just leaves the heavy. Got him. Oh my god. Backpack full. Of course it is. Drop that. Drop that. 2 salvaged metal. It's so helpful. See. 43 meters. Yes, he did. Or possibly do that. Damn it. Wrong thing. I hit the wrong button, because of course I did. Where in the hell did my body go? Is that a player? It's gotta be another player.
Here are this week's notes from our market contacts. Working anti-dust filtration systems are in high demand in Erekine. Those from one-man ground cars are valuable, but larger units from sealed system ground cars and ornithopters will
my
fetch
dead
the
body
best
vanished.
prices. Stick to Chome's standard models, since custom fabricated units are
My
becoming
dead
too
body
easy to
vanished.
trace.
Or was looted
The
by that
dealers
person. I
won't
don't know
touch
if they
them.
can do that.
Make sure our acquisition agents are aware of this. The market for scrap metal is nearly glutted because of competition from scavengers in the Hogger Basin. But there is still a strong market for copper, aluminum, and plasteel components. It'll be worth our effort to break down larger mechanisms to acquire those materials.
So that's fun.
Do not forget to pass on last week's tallies as soon as you have completed them.
Seriously, I've been having so much fun in the game. But these features, these things in the game are unacceptably fucking awful. Oh, down there. It's the other player. If they picked up my stuff, well, that's good news for them. No, there it is. It's my stuff. Thank goodness. Do I want to, like, try keep pushing it or not? I don't know. With another player here? Yeah, probably. Not that I have much ammo. Can I make more? No, I still can't. Chest. Another chest over here. Christ, I'm crushed. This guy's got two of us wailing on him. I don't need the fuel cells. Considering that I've got a whole bunch of stuff elsewhere that I'm using for things. Feels like I've been in here for a week. There's my friend over there. My new bestest buddy. Is there anything in here? No mobs.
I cannot believe this. It's an outrage, an academic outrage. Our work has barely begun here, and the research is progressing splendidly. But today, I am informed that our facility is to be expanded to provide a...
Water. I'll take that. And over here, doesn't look like it. Friend already been in here. Oh my God. More water. That's green. Probably a boss mob in there. Guess he must. Sure. One over here.
Shield on.
Reveal yourself.
Backpack full again. God, is there any more annoying message in the history of the world than that?
They're coming. Shield off.
Don't want that. I hate the dual nature of the inventory, in that it has both item stacks and volume, both. One or the other, guys. Come on, seriously. Where'd my friend go? She must be running around here too.
Who's there? Shields on.
Holy crap! She didn't go this way! Ow. Kill me. Still shooting at stuff. Where is he? Oh, two of them. Two heads. Yeah, we needed that. Surely we did. I wonder if my friend's still around or if they got killed. I'm guessing they probably got killed. Fine. Everything's fine. Why do you ask? Two fucking heavies, man. That's not a little bit of bullshit.
Enemy sighted. Get to you.
I think my friend probably ate it while I was dealing with the other guy who was on me. Thing is, I think I have to kill him. Hi, guys. They're still going. Did we get one of them? Nope. Doesn't appear that it's actually doing much to him. Trying to figure out where I might be able to split them up somehow. finish him, please? Thank you. Alright. We'll wait for them to run out of ammo again. And we're going in. Never a problem. Had it the whole way. Yeah, backpack full, regardless of the damn game. I don't think any game's ever made me swear about it as much as Path of Exile, though. Let's see, well, we can make another bandage. I should probably do that before I go any further, because I can use it. We have enough to make one. This is an example of the thing I hate most about the game, which is that I'm having to do this on a console UI. There's really no excuse for the console UI. Stuff I can afford to lose. Probably not that. Iron ore, yes. The rest of it I think I probably all want. We're low on heal kits. That's not welcome. I'm going to take my time and poke around in here. Probably until everybody respawns and then they just murder me. Somebody is fighting up there somewhere. Presumably through the green. What are they? Pentashields. Or is that how we got in? This is how we got in. It's the other pentashield. Thing is, I'm supposed to find the Kirab hideout. I assumed this was the Kirab hideout. We killed everybody. There's a blue light down there. Is it just, yeah, it's just a flare equivalent. I have to say this, I am getting better at the melee combat. I wish I wasn't. We've got something over here with lights that I don't think I've got to. Nope. Again, I'm just another one of the flare lights being easily confused for something that might be interesting and cool and awesome and worthwhile. Not so much. Well, which one did we actually come in through? I don't know which one we came in through. It's got to be the other one. No, got to be this one because... I'm supposed to kill in a hiller. I have no idea where they are. Somebody's fighting something over here. No, I have not been this way.
Attention, all of you.
Her.
I know you are all impressed with the daring of our friend Cedar, who was bold enough to steal a battle tank from under the very noses of Atreides troopers. Stealing aging ground cars and tractors from the peons of Graben, sink and pan is one thing, but this takes nerve bordering on the legendary. I am duly impressed. So impressed that I will overlook the equally high degree of stupidity Cedar has shown with this act. It is not in our interest to risk the wrath of powers that have set a price on our heads. No one listens to the complaints of the peons. These are our targets,
that person's
not the great houses. We deal in civilian vehicle only. Anything else endangers us all.
Make sure there's nobody else over here. I hope that's in a Hiller, so I can at least get this thing done. They can hit you with their guns. Tried to get out of the range of that. I did not succeed. God damn it. Would you stop with that? Missed me that time. How can you be popping that off so often?
Need to reload. Shield on.
God damn, finally. This is what happens when you overreach before your gear and your skill are up to the task. Let that be a lesson to you. Won't be a lesson to me, but let it be a lesson to you. Get rid of those. That. That's the one I'm supposed to kill. Should be getting close to her. I hope she's easier than the fucking heavies. It's them. Whoop! I suppose you're gonna... Nope.
Reload. I've got your back.
I got in a healer. All right, that wasn't bad. She wasn't very smart. That helped. I still haven't found the Karab hideout in the testing station, however, and this is like got to be like the end of the testing station. Maybe something here I can clicky that will give me access to that. Because I mean, I don't ever want to come back to this place until I'm so grossly overpowered that I can yawn and sneeze and watch them die. That would be nice. She wasn't too bad other than taking, 150 headshots to finish her. That's glowy and looks cool. Should be able to pick that up.
To our new friend, Ina Hiller. Late Illenberg Hiller of the Harkonnen House forces, the Tyrell sends greetings. You may be surprised that we know your identity, but the hands of Tyrell, whom I represent, know many things. For instance, we know that you and your band of deserters recently ousted a gang of vehicle thieves from one of the ancient testing stations in the Vermilius Gap. Congratulations. I'm certain that the station will make a fine hiding place for former soldiers such as yourselves. But there is a small problem. You see, those thieves were in our employ.
Sounds like the voice of one of the Darths in SWTOR, but I'm not sure which.
Components onto our brokers.
Sector weather alert.
Ordinarily,
A large sandstorm
such
is
a
approaching.
loss would earn you the enmity of my organization. Something I can assure you, you do not want. But, to be perfectly candid, our former agents were less efficient in their tasks than we had hoped. Therefore, I would like to propose a deal which I am certain both sides will find beneficial. You and your followers will take over the task of acquiring vehicles and breaking them down for us. If you meet agreed upon quotas, you are welcome to occupy our valuable property. I'm certain you can see the benefits of becoming our agents. If not, I'm also certain that your former employers would be happy to learn of your current whereabouts. I look forward to your timely reply.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Definitely stuff needs dropping. Welding wire. Damn it. Buggy Cutaway Mark III. The ID band should get me out of this fucking hellhole.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
If I'm lucky, I can get out just in time to get killed by the sandstorm, which destroys all of your gear instead of leaving it in a pile. Kidding, of course. That'd not be lucky. That would be the opposite of lucky. So I have found the person I needed to kill to make progress towards Harkonnenism. But I did not find the Kirab hideout in the testing station, as far as I'm aware. Despite having gone through the entire station.
Welcome to Imperial Desert Botanical Testing Station number 10.
Shut your cake hole.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Almost made it out. I actually have a decent amount of ammunition now. Low on Heelys, but that's not surprising given the number of ouchies I have experienced in the last 2 hours. I'm sheltered still, so I lead a very sheltered existence, you know. So 14 meters. Is that the test of the Kirab thing? Must be. No, that's just that. There, the storm is right there. It just blew over. Literally just blew over. Oh, and of course, the Sardaukar waiting for me. Thanks, guys. It's nice to see you've been waiting for me. It's sweet. I'd rather not even mess with any people hanging around here. There are some. I want to get home. Me and E.T., we just want to get home.
Identify yourself.
There's one person. I don't want to interact with people. I want to get out and survive.
Reveal yourself.
I fought so far and so hard to get out. So much difficulty, and that other person, I hope they finished it. I hope they didn't die, but I think that they probably did. Let's kill that. Grab some more water. We'll take a drink from our leader, John. We'll get out of our combat armor and back into I can't get that off because I have no places to put anything. Perfect. I love that. I love that for me. The welding torch, the scavenger gloves. We can drop that for sure. That is X. Right. Oh my god, my brain is going, guys. It's actually going. All right. You can actually get a good amount of water once you've got the dew side. Certain times of the day you can get a good amount of water. It's not available all the time. I mean, we've picked up more than 300 milliliters. We've picked up like about 500 milliliters, about a half a liter. So, yeah, it's considerable. And a downed ornithopter. Well, that can have a lot of goodies in it, too. A lot of the, Oh, my backpack is full. Yes, I know it's full, you blithering... Oh, that's a drop. It's a schematic. Why can't I read it? I don't want to drop those. It's got, like, nothing else I want to drop. Small fuel. I can drop that. Those were spice infused, weren't they? Yeah, spice infused iron dust. We don't want to give up. We can help it. Oh. The Holtzman actuators is what I'm looking for out of this. Salvaged metal is okay too, but it's the Holtzman actuators I really am interested in. Oh my god. Go away. That's the storm that blew past. I got trapped for the first time last night. And I tried fighting briefly and realized that was a mistake. And, rabbited, shall we say. Lots of Holtzman actuators. Which I am happy to take off their hands. All right. Let's go home. I'm gonna go home. I'll do some tidying up, dropping stuff off at the... Oh god, no, not again, not again. Dropping stuff off in the various places, seeing if I've got enough materials to make the new still suit. Maybe making that, and then I'll be calling it an evening. And have a lay down and a nice cry. That was the least fun thing that I've had in the game yet by a large margin. Also, note to myself, leave most of, if not all of your Solaris at home in the future. As you do drop them. That really, you shouldn't be an item that you're carrying around with you in money. That's not realistic, generally. Okay. Look, show off. We get it. You're right over there. Fine. Probably irate at me because I'm driving around in your sandbox. Cat poop joke intended. we definitely don't want to go directly that way. Well, actually, we head over this direction. There are spots on the map you can see. They look like big reddish circles. I should be skirting one. Yeah, there's one just to the southwest there. Those can be valuable in that you can have flower sand there, or they can be very, very, very dangerous in that can be drum sand. And so get the attention of your nearest local, not so friendly, not so shy Halud. Frankly, all of that dust is looking like Mr. Halud. He's had himself a little party. That's my house, the large one there on the horizon. I'm going to take a moment. That was 200 milliliters of water. All of my leader johns, both of my leader johns are now full. And we're home. By the way, the smaller house, you know, the less manly house here, that's right next to mine. That wasn't there when I built mine. Long time. Seems like ages. And we're off. And the trike is away. Honey, I'm home. Time to start quick depositing stuff. No matching items there. Salvaged metal there. Lots of stuff there. More stuff there. Stuff there. And stuff there. I can now research. I guess I have to be in a safe place to research the schematic. So, the Knight Rider Sand Bike Boost 3. And the Mendia's Pants. Warlord Mendia. Iron, plasteel, microflora, plant fiber, spice-infused iron dust. Okay, are we out of? Are we full on like particle capacitors? Power Pack Mark II. I'll probably keep that for now. I want to try the rifle we found at least. A Leap Suspensor Belt. I could have sworn I saw particle capacitors go flying by somewhere. That can go in there. Power Pack Mark II can go in there with the suspensor. I guess. And we're going to keep our money in the last one. I survived. Somehow. I must have gotten the achievement complete for killing 15 mobs with the sword. Villain and hero, so I just have to contact them. That's one complete. I didn't find the forged documents in there anywhere. Fuck. So I will have to go back there. I thought I needed to kill the woman for him, but no, that was a different contract. Fuck. I'm not pleased about that. Wider world. have to keep 200 of them in my backpack to finish that quest. That is so goddamn stupid. It just is driving me freaking crazy. Where was it Weapons of War? Must have been. To finish the sword deed. Was for that. Blood purifier. Let us deposit the blood. That's 2 full liters of blood. Blood. Sorry. All right. Hopefully, we've got the bits and pieces we need to make that higher quality still suit. The Kitab, I think. Still suit. What do we got here? That was standard sword. That's the Mendia's pants. 62 armor. Reduced dash, stamina, light dart mitigation, blade mitigation, heavy dart mitigation, and a little bit of heat protection. Boltzmann shield. It's not there. It's here. I don't think I got any micro sandwiches out of that. Maybe? It needs 32, so that's 8, 14, 20, 35. I still need 3 more. Oh my god, I can't make it. All right. I'm going to call it here for the evening, guys. I want to thank you for hanging out with me. I'm totally not exhausted. I should be back tomorrow at my usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand, with more of this here game. This has been definitely the most trying thing I've had to deal with in the game, and it did really piss me off. Respawns like that are not acceptable. If you're going to have an area like that, I mean, even though that second player actually allowed me to get through it, if you're going to have an area like that, it has to be instanced. You can't have a half a dozen mobs pop up around me on a respawn and instantly kill me. Okay, I'm back tomorrow, usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. Again, thank you guys very, very much for hanging out. As always, I genuinely appreciate it. Back tomorrow. Hopefully you'll see me soon. Have a great rest of your Friday evening, and I insist you have a kick-ass weekend. To go along with that, I will expect a full and detailed report on my desk first thing Monday morning. Have a great night tonight. Take care, and ciao for now. Bye, guys.